Hello and welcome to my Christmas event commentary for 2011. Basically, I did the event and then I just made a commentary over it, and I hope you enjoy. I kind of include a few tips and stuff on how to do the event. It's not really an official guide and it's not really just a commentary about the event, but it's kind of a mix in between, so I do hope you enjoy. So I was one of the first people on after the start of the event. As you can see, there's nobody there when I was first there. And yeah, it was kind of nice actually. And then somebody logged in. And yeah, so basically I just got started. I was going to make a guide out of this, but then I kind of decided, well, first of all, I did a live commentary of it, but then about halfway through, I muted my mic to talk to my sister, and I forgot to unmute my mic. So basically, yeah, from there on, it just doesn't exist. And then I was also thinking about making a guide for this. Then I kind of realized that why make a guide? I mean, I guess some people could use it, but in general, it's not really that hard to do for it. So, you can look. I mean, basically, I do everything here. This is the full thing. And so you can look, pause at different locations. Like here, I'm about to do the Minesweeper puzzle. And so you can pause at different locations and basically look at what I did and basically figure it out from there. And I will try to give tips as I go along here. And here he's just showing me how to do it. That wasn't me. And then, so yeah, but in general, I'm not going to really make too much of a guide out of this. For the record, I did enjoy the Christmas event. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too many puzzles or anything like that. I kind of get annoyed about puzzles and stuff like that. It's just, it's just kind of my opinion about them. But, and so here I start out. That's pretty much the basic starting. I wasn't really sure what to do there, and that's why I kind of delay for a while, and that doesn't work, obviously. And yeah, and so basically I was figuring all of this out just kind of as I went along. There was no help for me or anything. And in general, I think I did fairly well. Did have to redo some areas and stuff like that. See, like, it kind of, yeah, and, you just kind of mess around with it. I kind of enjoy this kind of puzzle where it's fairly quick to do. I hate the puzzles where it's like you have to spend 15 minutes getting it, and if you're not quite right, you have to restart and do the entire thing over. Whereas this is very easy because it's just one click, and then you click somewhere else. And so if you mess up a little bit on the puzzle, it's not really that big of a deal. And by this time, when I was doing this, I was getting kind of the hang of what to do more consistently, so I was going much faster through this part. Because, you kind of get the angles down and stuff like that, and, the corners are actually a lot better to place stuff on, like I put one there. And there's probably more than one way to do this, but this is the way I found was pretty much right. And so there you go. That's this solved. So pause now if you want to copy it or anything like that. And so then I just move on, go to talk to Chris and Kringle. I kind of like that name, Chris Kringle. Like, I think it stands for Santa Claus or something like that, but I'm pretty sure it does. And so yeah, so Jagex is somewhat creative, I guess. You got Chris and Kringle, the two cooks, and needs a bunch of ingredients and stuff like that. And I guess I am kind of turning this to guide, but yeah, it was fairly enjoyable though as a Christmas event. The kind of like the after parts were pretty much about the same to me. I mean, it's kind of nice that you have something that you can do afterwards. Like, it's not just do the event and then move on. And they did do that this time, which was kind of a change of pace compared to normal. And yeah, and you gotta use this on people. Oh, and then I disconnected here. But I got back. But yeah, so just in general, it is nice that they made it so you could do stuff afterwards. Like here, you can kind of do like a snowman fight type thing, which actually, I don't think I showed at the end, but, and if you happen to have it, if you have a snow globe, I think it was like 3 Christmases ago or something. Some people probably correct me if I'm wrong. And so yeah, it was several Christmases ago they released a snow globe, and basically you shook the snow globe, your inventory filled with snowballs, and you could just throw the snowball at other people. That works here in the snowman area. Basically, instead of picking up snowballs individually, you just shake that once and you get a full inventory of snowballs. And here you just, by the way, pick everything up. It's not that hard. It takes like just a few minutes, just a little bit of a time waster. And then getting Timmy to get his other claw, that was kind of interesting. Okay, so basically, for the claws and Timmy, what you have to do is you have to do various emotes or toys. The toys that I noticed worked were giving him a doll and throwing a snowball at him. Don't dance. Guessing some of the other ones don't work either. Like a teddy bear would seem to me that it would calm him down. So just kind of use your basic logic. Like Timmy, it's obviously a boy name, so a doll, obviously kind of more of a feminine object, probably would not be very effective there. But like a brick, that actually probably would have helped. I actually gave him the brick. I was hoping to throw it at him, in case you were wondering why I did that. And just also in the emotes, like Raspberry works, Dance does not. I think the Taskmaster emote, I think that made him upset. So you kind of just have to vary it around, see what works for you. It's one of those puzzles, but it's not that really difficult of a puzzle. And then I was looking for the other 2 wizards, and it's obviously that's his desk, but I could not find him for the life of me. And I realized they're over in the demon room, so it took me forever. That's why I'm kind of sitting here for now. There, and finally I find them. And you just kind of talk, and basically if you ever get lost in these, just look at your quest log and it tells you what to do. And yeah, once again, these events aren't hard. They're not designed to be hard. There's somebody doing the Taskmaster emote with all the fireworks. Looks cool. Can't wait to get that myself. And you just kind of go through a lot of conversations on these. Obviously, if you know what you're doing, you can just hold the spacebar down. But on the other hand, if you're doing it like I was very quickly on the first round through, you do kind of have to read stuff. Otherwise, you miss it. And you just don't know. And so, then I went and found a few imps. And here I went and gathered a few ingredients together. And for this one, basically, you want to wait until one of them jumps out and then search that place. So that was kind of difficult. It took me a few minutes to get, but yeah, just once they jump out, that's when you search it. And once you get 5 together, then you just give them all the stuff, and you actually have to use that jar on 3 different people. So it could be like 3 wizards or 3 actual people or a mix in between. Then for some reason he's cooking with a cannon, which I found kind of weird. I don't cook with cannons. If you want to know the emote, that it has to do with the cannon and cooking and stuff. And then you use it in order. Basically, you can't do it in the wrong order, so basically just use whatever you really want, and it will tell you that's not right, or if it is, basically it goes like the pudding, the claws, the eyes, the spice, and then the last ingredient that was the spirit, I think. And it goes around shooting people. I have beast agility levels, so it doesn't hit me. And then he eats the stuff that flew out of a cannon. I guess it kind of would work because it's a really hot combustion, so it would heat it up really quickly, and so it would cook whatever is there. And yeah, so I guess it could work. And then I went around and found the rest of the imps. So one of them is up in this tree, as you can see there. Basically, you kind of got to look at it, and then you can look around. One's in the fountain, one was up in the bed I searched earlier, and then the final one is in one of the bookcases. There's a few with socks for some reason. and then this one happened to have an imp. And so once you get that one, you have all of them, and then you go back and talk to the guy, and just go through it, blah blah blah, and you're done, I believe. I think that's all I did. Yeah, and so then that's it, and you get to go into the feast. There's one more part though that you can do, and Timmy was let out of his cage for talking. Oh, and by the way, those are like the snowmen you can build and over there in that area, and you can have little snowmen fight. And obviously, the combat triangle. So there's a mage, wizard, and a melee, and you pick whatever one you want. And obviously, I hope you guys all know the combat triangle. And then he wanted me to go find a snake. So basically, with the finding the pudding earlier, you just do the same thing, except it takes like 8 tries or something before you finally get the snake. And it's not that hard. And other than the snake runs away and you grab it, and that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the event as well. And on Thursday, I will release a new achievement diary. And then on Saturday will be a Slayer diary, hopefully. Then Sunday, I'm thinking of doing a Tormented Demon guide. And so subscribe for those, and then obviously more videos beyond that. And please rate and comment on this video.